Pryor, Hadley. Edwards beats the shot clock. And it all starts on defense for Louisville. There's another steal. Corin Johnson. Terrence Edwards takes it himself.
Edwards had his man of the year. The leader counts and the foul. Terrence Edwards with his first bucket.
Yeah, tough finish right there by Edwards. See the up fake, getting him up in the air.
After he picked up 2 quick fouls, so we didn't see much of him in the opening period. Edwards, aggressive drive, off the glass and in.
Terrence Edwards with it. Edwards sees a matchup he likes and goes to the bucket, and it will get the 2. Edwards another 3. He's on fire tonight. Scott's got it to Edwards. To Scott for the dunk. James Scott goes out of bounds. We see the replay here of the dunk. Nice job from the Cards.
Yeah, it's James Scott here hitting Terrence Edwards on the back cut. Double give and go for the jam.
Terrence Edwards pushing for now. Edwards against Flag, and the scoop shot is good.
And with guys like this, good action.
Offensive rebound. Brown lost it. And here comes Edwards. Hadley off the bounce. Spins around Gillis.
In the corner, Kanai misses. Battle for the rebound. Terrence Edwards saves it for Louisville. Edwards gets it back in the corner. A 3 for Terrence Edwards. This is a big one, a huge defensive play, and he gets rewarded in the corner.
It is. Great hustle play by
opposing his will on the game.
Malik Ewan at one end, Edwards at the other, and he puts a spin on it.
But Luke, this is big.
Edwards. Smith. He hits it in front of his own bench.
Okay, but the best combination of scoring and name was Trayson Eaglestaff at the University of North Dakota against Alabama.
Edwards and 1.
And that name is easy to say, and that's how you get 3 points the old-fashioned way.
Kalkbrenner. Holt pulls up. Pretty good defense by Smith with a contest.
What a rebound.
On the offensive glass, staying with it, but better defense from behind.
Terrence Edwards Jr. goes right into Cadeau, draws the contact, and it falls. And one opportunity coming for Terrence Edwards Jr.
And I think Louisville's being more aggressive here in the second half. Definitely.
The well-traveled man. Nice pass.
Another lob pass inside. Scott gathers. Good ball movement here around the perimeter. Edwards lobs it inside, and there's James Scott.
Forget about it.
Oh, great backdoor feed, and Traore goes hard with 2 hands. The roof up, the young center with back-to-back dunks by Kadir Traore in his 4th game back after missing 10. 4th turnover of the game for Pitt. And the lob to Scott. And now Louisville has scored 7 points off turnover.
Just coming off.
26%. He is still able to knock down that shot. We talked about him being one of the best shooters in the conference, and he's hit a few early on. You see that confidence continues to grow. Doesn't matter the skill level. He's going to go out there and give everything he has.
Edwards nails the 3, and Louisville just keeps pouring it on. 70-46, the Cards in front. And another timeout from the Orange bench.
Sophomore from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Already got 4 rebounds after a career-high 15 Wednesday. Edwards takes a bucket, scores through it. He's got 6. Now Edwards against Rhodey. Edwards will try to take it. Edwards puts it off the glass and good. Strong finish.
Air ball Oquendo. Here comes Edwards.
Terrence Edwards Jr. goes right around B.J. Edwards, plus the foul.
50-50 balls going their way, and then they're getting out in transition. Another easy opportunity and one.
The lead guard for the Demon Deacons, even though he doesn't score big, he makes plays.
Salas underneath, had it raked out of there by Edwards, and here's DeVille with the turnover and a lead for Hadley.
The Demon Deacons early this year at Greensboro Coliseum get down big like this against Michigan to only come back and win that game. So don't count Steve Forbes and his group out of this one.
Edwards weaves through traffic. Now he's got 11 in the first half. Here today, and generally he's a huge factor for Louisville. 7-point game. Into the lane. Edwards trying to make it happen himself.
String together a few more stops. Especially with Hepburn out of the game. Instead, Javon Hadley wide open underneath the basket for an easy two.
Miami, the visiting team, is in what would traditionally be their home white. There's backdoor look. That's Edwards and the layup for Javon Hadley.
And that's what Cleveland does extremely well.
And Miami will give up a transition basket to Hadley at the other end. He's got all 4 of the Louisville points.
Late shot clock. This is Hepburn. Backs it out. Edwards hoists, and he hits. Timeout, Kevin Keats again. Edwards has 8, and it's a 15-point Louisville lead on the road.
The floor can get tilted quickly when you're playing against Louisville if you towards the end.
Late shot clock here for Terrence Edwards, and he drills it. 15 for Terrence Edwards, and they went to look at this shot 2 or 3, and did he get it off in time?
You talk about time and score. I mean, this is just so well done. Gathers himself behind the three-point line, knows where his feet are.
Hepburn saves it in. They avoid what was nearly a turnover. Edwards gets into the lane, bucket, and a foul.
But he does have an 8-point lead. Here's Edwards. Behind the back. Mercy. Oh, my goodness.
What a move. What a movement. That last time you realized he had the big guy out there. Really how they play with pace, and a lot of it, even in their half-court court. And you see Terrence Edwards Jr. get the big guy and put him on.
He wears number 22 for the Hokies. Played 2 minutes at Miami on Saturday. Here's a turnover. And now Edwards, the layup, and 1 on the serve and foul. Terrence Edwards' second basket. Connor Servin commits the foul. It is his second.
Yeah. Turning around on Smith. Rebound to Hadley. Edwards transition again, and over the outstretched arm of Austin.
And the crowd up encouraging the Cards on the defensive end, recognizing how important it is to get a stop.
Oh, what a scoop and score.
Scoring more than most of these guards do. You're talking about a dynamic point guard who has his team playing their best basketball late.
Nice pass through traffic. Sellers couldn't hang on to it. Turned over by Stanford. Here is Traore. Layup good.
And that's the last thing you can afford to do here at KFC.
You continue to seek out that ball screen and see how they're going to defend against Chucky Hepburn. He makes good decisions out of it.
Edwards on the lob. Another throwdown. Only one hand required for Scott this time.
They can really expose Reynaud in these ball screen situations.
So that will be must-see TV, as it always is, between Duke and Carolina tomorrow night. Edwards, end of the shot clock. Desperation heave for a Louisville lead.
Everyone works together for the overall success.
They absolutely do, Angel. And if you ever have the opportunity to go to a Louisville shoot-around, there is never more energy as Terrence Edwards gets the bucket. If you're Clemson, you go to that matchup every time they're going to put a smaller guy on locking on the block.
And as 11. Edwards swishes that one, and he had been 0 for 5. Had 14 points in that game. So Hepburn looking to counter. Cross court is Waterman wide open. He sticks it. Hey,
bottom line is Hepburn got right in the gap in that zone. You got to get the gaps and seams in the zone. And also right behind the foul line area.
Edwards with a triple.